Thank you.
I can't wait till later.
Give it up, Kate. It's not gonna work.
What are you talking about? Of course it'll work. Just gonna sneak into Miguel's sleeping bag later after everybody's fallen asleep and let what's supposed to happen happen.
That's not supposed to happen. And it won't. You stay away from Gil. He loves charity.
He only thinks he does, Simone. But once I'm pregnant with his baby,
Stop saying that, Kate. It is wicked.
He's gonna drop Charity like that. And we're gonna live happily ever after.
I just wish that we could go back on that boat and go back to the mainland.
What do you mean Tabitha going to do?
Shh.
I heard that.
Could be one of those warlocks waking up. Those idiot kids have said my name out loud one too many times. Now I bet the warlocks know I'm here on their island. Of course, could be Norma lurking in the woods, waiting to chop us into mincemeat. Stay out here all night if you have to, Norma. But get those two. Kill them!
Oh, don't worry, Father. I won't get off this island alive.
You know, we may not be married, but this is everything I dreamed my honeymoon would be.
Well, it's only gonna get better. And you just wait and see that boat I chartered. We are gonna have the time of our lives.
Tell me about it. Oh, better yet, show me.
Hello. Father. Promise you, everything is all set. I told you, Sheridan will die on the chartered boat tomorrow. Well, he may, but if he does, he'll blame himself for it. Off to the evening?
All right, here. Here's to all the luscious, ripe young ladies waiting to be bedded by us, the soon-to-be unwedded.
Cheers.
There we go.
Gentlemen.
Hey.
Greetings.
There he is, the fourth musketeer.
The divorce squad is complete. Pull up a stool, Julian.
All right, I have a question for you all.
Yes.
Within this happy band of brothers, is there one man who even remotely regrets having terminated his marriage?
My only regret is I didn't divorce the bitch sooner.
Why I let myself be tied down to one woman is beyond me.
With all those nubile young lovelies out there.
Yes, and there's one particularly young, particularly nubile little number who... Oh, it's too bad she's not here.
Oh, yes.
This dress is so revealing. But it was the only one that a hotel boutique had in my size. Hello? Hey, Teresa, it's me. Hey, Whit. So, where are you? I mean, did you talk to Julian yet?
Well, I went over to the Crane Mansion, but he wasn't there. He was on his way to Bermuda.
Whoa, Bermuda? Yeah, he's finalizing his divorce papers.
No, Teresa, do not even tell me that you followed Julian Crane to Bermuda.
Okay, Whitney, please don't tell Ethan. I mean, I want to surprise him when I tell him that Mr. Crane wants to welcome him back into the family.
Look, Teresa, honey, you are not thinking straight, okay? Ethan is not a Crane, and the family is not going to take him back.
Why are you making this harder than it already is, Whitney? You're my best friend.
Right, which means I'm supposed to worry about you.
No, not now.
Look, I wrecked Ethan's life.
Honey, there is no point in beating yourself up about it now. It is done. It's over.
Right.
And now my only hope is Julian. I have to beg him to make Ethan a Crane again.
Teresa, listen to me. Don't do this. Just leave. Just get out of there right now.
Whitney, I have to at least try.
Teresa, don't get yourself into something you can't get out of, especially with Julian Crane.
Laura. Mrs. Crane. I didn't see you there.
Oh, you still look upset. Is it Teresa? Have you heard from her?
Well, she called to say she's all right, but we still don't know where she is.
When she ran out on her wedding.
I was so worried.
Well, it was a terrible day.
One I'll never forget.
Pilar, I am very sorry if I hurt you. But I am still so angry with Teresa for what she did to my son.
Teresa would never do anything to hurt Ethan.
She ruined his life.
That email was sent by someone else.
I don't want to argue with you, Pilar. I'm still hoping that someday we can be friends.
Not while you're so angry at my daughter.
I don't want to lose your friendship, Pilar.
The fax came from a hall of records. A marriage license was registered in Hartford, but I'm not buying it.
There's nothing to buy. Grace is my wife. I've been married to her for over 20 years.
You're running a scam on us here. But we're not gonna buy it.
I know this is hard for you to accept.
You're not married to Grace, damn it.
Sam, Grace's maiden name is on the marriage certificate.
I don't care.
He passed the psychological test, not to mention the lie detector test, Sam. I mean, yes, it could prove inconclusive.
You could give him 100 tests. Look, I don't care.
I must have been married to David. And my amnesia, it erased all memory of it.
Well, now that you know the truth, Sam, you have to release me.
What?
I've committed no crime. I wasn't trying to kidnap Grace. I was trying to reunite with my wife.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
He's right. He didn't kidnap me.
Sam, he couldn't have known that Grace had amnesia, so he couldn't know that she wouldn't recognize him.
And he just wanted to be with his wife.
But you're not. You're not his wife, Grace. Look, to hell with this fax, all right? I'm not accepting it. Not a word of it. Not until I check it out more.
Check it out all you want.
It doesn't take a hell of a lot to forge a fax of a wedding license.
The original is authentic. Go to Hartford.
Don't you think I won't? And in the meantime, I'm still checking you out. Claiming to be a photographer who's lived out of the country for years, who conveniently lost all of the supposed records and photographs of his past with my wife.
Everything I told you is the truth.
Yeah, we'll see.
May I go now?
No, you may not. You are gonna sit here in this jail where you can't go anywhere near my wife.
You have no right to keep me.
I've got every right.
I'm not the sort of man who makes threats. But if you don't release me, I will sue you and the Harmony PD for false arrest.
Sam, he could do that, couldn't he? I mean, you could get in trouble if you don't release him.
Not if you file charges against him.
Pilar, please, the idea that we wouldn't be friends. I need you. I need your strength now. I mean, Julian's gone to the islands to finalize the divorce.
You knew it was coming.
Yes, I did, and I'm going to fight it every step of the way.
How? The Cranes are so powerful.
Yes, they are. They have all the money in the world. They have an army of lawyers, public relations. That is why I need allies. I need friends. I need you, Pilar. I know I can trust you. I know you would never hurt me.
I wanted to hurt you at the wedding when you were so hateful to my daughter.
Can you blame me for being angry with Teresa?
She didn't send that email to the tabloid.
She scanned it into her computer.
And you despise her for it.
Pilar, can you blame me? She wrecked my life.
No. It was somebody else. Teresa told me she didn't email your letter, and I believe her.
Even though we know it came from her computer.
Somebody else must have had access to it.
Somebody else who?
Gwen or Rebecca.
What?
Well, why not? They had the motive. They wanted to break up Ethan and Teresa.
Well, I wouldn't put anything past Rebecca. You're right, but she didn't know about the letters, Pilar. It was Teresa. She is to blame. She started all of this by scanning the letters into her computer. She's to blame for all the terrible things that have happened, including Julian divorcing me.
And I wish you would just quit worrying about me.
Well, I wish I would too, but it's become a full-time job with you.
I can take care of myself, Whitney.
The same way you did the last time you were in Bermuda when Julian just happened to get into bed with you.
I am just gonna talk to Mr. Crane in the dining room. I'll never even be alone with him.
Before you do anything, Teresa, will you please just call Ethan?
Whitney, you talking to Teresa?
Yeah.
Would you mind telling her that Ethan loves when he wants to work things out?
It'll be so much easier to work things out if I just undo the damage that I've done. Now, I don't know who sent that email, but it couldn't have happened if I hadn't scanned Ivy's letter into my computer. Now, I have to make things right for Ethan. I have to give him back his identity as a Crane.
But Ethan isn't a Crane.
Whitney, he loved being part of that family.
Okay, look, Teresa, do not do this, okay? You are not gonna talk to Julian. Just check yourself out of that hotel and book yourself on the next flight home. Do you hear me, Teresa? Do not go looking for trouble.
Look, Kay, you sold your soul once to try to get Miguel, and you went through hell. You try backstabbing Jared again, you just might end up staying there.
Would you relax, Simone? All I'm gonna do is make sure Miguel is alone in his tent tonight.
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
It's not backstabbing. All I want is just to finally make love to Miguel.
Jimmy doesn't see her, Princess. Maybe Norma went back to the boat. Back to the mainland. Maybe even back to the motel.
Oh, and maybe you'll be crowned Tsar of all the Russias.
Who?
Never mind. Just in case you're being a tad overly optimistic, I think we'd better stick close to the kids just to be on the safe side.
Too bad Timmy and the Princess can't call the police.
No, I can't risk them finding out all my secrets and hidden passions.
What's that?
It's just a book I picked up.
Maybe you'll let me look at it sometime?
I'm a very slow reader, Ross. There's no way I'll be finished with it before we get off this island.
If we get off the island.
Nothing to do now but wait. Sooner or later, Tabitha and her brat will be left alone. And when they are, I'll head them off at the pass. I hate to be a burden, dears.
Well, you're not, Tabitha.
But since I decided suddenly to come on your trip as chaperone, I packed nothing. Would one of you be so kind as to lend me a blanket for the night?
A blanket is definitely not going to be warm enough. Tell you what, I'll bunk with Reese, and you can sleep in my tent.
No.
I could stay like this all night. Maybe even the rest of our trip.
Yeah?
The rest of our lives.
You sure nothing could get you to leave this room?
I don't know. What'd you have in mind?
Well, it's a warm night. We can take a walk on the beach.
Pass.
Okay. How about a dip in the ocean? What do you say we build a fire by a sand dune? Well, what if we do all of the above and make love under the stars?
Deal.
Well, this is all very pleasant, good company, good booze, but I feel a certain lack.
And that would be... The babe, what else? Oh, drink to that now, yes.
A little female companionship while I await the dissolution of my marriage would be most welcome. Fortunately, my time is limited. I have one or two other projects to attend to.
Oh, yeah, but I have never known you to let business stand in the way of pleasure, Julian.
Well, true. I've always been a firm believer in multitasking.
I'll drink to that.
The problem is my little black book, a bit out of date.
Here it is. Yes.
You wouldn't have the number of a luscious Latina with long brown hair, dark flashing eyes, and a body built to mambo all night, would you?
This is what I have to do, Whitney. I can't go home until I get Mr. Crane to welcome Ethan back into the Crane family.
Fine, I can see that I'm not going to change your mind this time. But all I'm saying is that you need to be careful around Julian Crane. He's just a slimy dog, okay?
It's gonna be fine, Whitney.
Do you know how many times I've heard you tell me that?
See you soon. Wish me luck. Bye.
Wait, don't.
Did I hear right? Is Teresa in Bermuda?
Yeah. And she's about to make the biggest mistake of her life.
I can't bring charges against him. He didn't do anything
Grace,
to me.
honey, he stalked you. He broke into Tabitha's house and scared you half to death, and then carried you back to his room at the bed and breakfast. Now, those are grounds for an arrest.
And I'm still really upset about everything that happened, but Sam, I'm afraid that we really have to look at this from David's point of view.
I already have.
He didn't know what happened to me. He didn't know why I had walked out of his life.
Oh my God, Grace, come on, you're not believing this guy.
And he'd looked for me for 20 years, and when he'd found me...
Right. He didn't know that you had amnesia. That you didn't recognize him. Blah, blah, blah.
And his first instinct was to rescue me.
She's right. It's exactly what I thought. You could always read my mind, Grace.
Look, what I know is that you thought I was your wife. And according to that marriage certificate, I am.
Sam, I know this is really hard for you.
Hard?
Because you know that the law is actually on David's side.
Look, I don't give a damn what the law says when it concerns my wife.
Sam, you live by the law. It's your life. You have to release him. Please. This is serious. Well, what if the police review board disciplines you for not releasing David?
I don't care.
Think about what you're doing, Sam. Don't let this snowball. Don't jeopardize your career. Just please release him. I totally agree with Grace. You can still keep tabs on him once you release him.
Check it all out. It's the truth, I promise.
But we don't need to hear from you right now.
Sooner or later, you're gonna have to face the truth. You can't just keep pretending that I don't exist.
Don't tell me what I have to do. Look, all I care about right now is my wife. And I can see how upset she is by all this. So for her sake, I'm gonna let you go.
Thank you.
But don't you think that I'll ever accept Grace not being my wife?
We got a lot of catching up to do.
You don't go anywhere near my wife, do you hear me?
David's right. We can't just pretend that he doesn't exist. This changes everything.
I'm really sorry for everything you've been through. I truly am. But I cannot be allied with someone who hates my daughter.
No, hate is the wrong word.
I know you, Mrs. Crane. You'll never forgive Teresa. Never. You'll want revenge. You'll want to hurt her just like she hurt you. So please, don't ask me to be your friend. I must protect my daughter. I won't leave her vulnerable to more suffering.
Laura, I don't know if I can forget what Teresa did. Forgive her. Change the way I feel about her.
I know.
But I am willing to meet you halfway.
How do you mean?
Well, I don't want to see Teresa again. But I'm willing not to stand in her way. As long as our paths don't cross, I'll let Teresa and Ethan's love run its course. So what do you say, Pilar? Can we please try to be friends?
Too small. That's it. Give her a call. She'll be glad you did.
Well, if she's half as good as you say she is, I'll be a happy camper.
You go get her, Jay. Fellas?
I've already lined up a date for later tonight, but thanks all the same.
Bruce?
Well, I'm expecting a call. I shall go to the front desk and check my messages. Bon chance, gentlemen.
Bon chance. All right. So, Spill. I met her today at the pool.
Whoa. Oh, you have captured my heart, fair maiden. I am smitten. There's only one thing for it. You must marry me. Hey, are you solo?
Yes. I mean, no, I'm meeting someone else.
Oh, your sister, I hope, or a friend as beautiful as you are.
Please, I should go.
Well, how about a swim?
I'm sorry.
With dinner on the terrace of my hotel room? Wait a minute.
Oh, I despise leaving messages. Perhaps next time Mac will give me a number where somebody actually answers the bloody phone.
Whew, you are not gonna believe this.
What?
I just saw the girl of your dreams. The one you described earlier? Latina, dark, flashing eyes?
Really?
But you can't give Tabitha your tent.
Why not?
Because it's really far from the fire and she's gonna get cold.
She couldn't care less. She's planning to seduce him in his tent.
He's right. So, you just give Tabitha your tent and then you can share mine.
That's a great idea.
Works out perfectly. You're always so considerate of others.
Oh.
Looks like you can't sneak into Miguel's tent now. Charity will see ya.
I'd like to thank you all for making me feel so safe around you.
Okay, everybody. Let's get moving on this. Jessica, Simone, you need to go get some more firewood.
Okay.
All right? Reese and Kay, go down to the cove and get some more water. And Charity and I'll go down to the dock and get the rest of the supplies.
And well, what can I do?
Nothing. Just relax and wait for us to get back.
What, alone? That suits me just fine. Hey, wait for me!
What's wrong, Tabitha?
Well, I just don't feel right with you all doing the work while I loll around like a lazy lump.
Don't worry about it. We can handle it.
Hey, guys. Maybe she's afraid to stay here alone. Should I stay back with her?
Okay.
What are you up to, Carrie?
Tabitha, not to worry. I'll stay back here with you, okay?
Oh, splendid.
Let's go.
Save Timmy. How am I supposed to kill them now? I can't. Not in front of the girl. Tonight. You'll kill Tabitha and Timmy tonight while they sleep in their tents.
Grace, David changes nothing between us. Nothing. We're still who we've always been. A man and a woman who love each other very deeply. We're married. We have children. We're rebuilding our house together. We have a past, and we have a future. David doesn't factor in, and he never will.
I just wish I felt as sure as you do about David, but Sam, I'm so confused. You know, I need some time to think.
Look, come on. I'll take you home.
No, I think I need to be alone.
Grace. Honey, don't shut me out.
Grace, you don't want to be alone, honey. You want me to come with you? No. I really just want to think things out. I'll be okay. I'm just glad that the kids aren't here. That they're safely away on the island.
Nothing can hurt our family. Nothing.
What do you say, Pilar? Please. Can we be friends again?
Yes, we can be friends.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much I need you.
And you can count on me, as long as you keep your promise. That you won't try to keep Teresa and Ethan apart. And it's not just them, Mrs. Crane. It affects Luis and Sheridan, too. They're holding off getting married until Teresa and Ethan work things out, and that won't happen until we... You'll find her, Pilar. I am just so worried. I don't know what she'll do. And she blames herself for everything. And I'm afraid that she'll try to make it up somehow. Even as a little girl, she would cause more problems trying to undo what she had done. And right now, she'll do anything to get Ethan back.
Now to find Julian.
God, I feel so terrible about what's happening with you and Grace.
Why? There's nothing to feel terrible about.
Sam, the facts of the
Look, I
marriage...
am her husband, not some guy that she doesn't even know. And you can't take this seriously. God, it's laughable.
I know that this is hard for you, Sam, but do you realize that for Grace, this is an enormous dilemma? She so believes in the sanctity of marriage.
So do I.
I know you do. And I think that's why you're in denial. Because somewhere inside, you think that if David really is Grace's husband, that you're gonna lose her.
Samir.
It seems like destiny's rearing its lovely head, spotting this luscious Latina.
Well, you should have seen this girl. She was gorgeous. She was top tier.
She couldn't be as beautiful as my former son's fiancée, Teresa, the housekeeper's hot-blooded daughter.
Now there's a fantasy.
Oh, Julian. Oh, you are too much. Oh, the best. I can't get enough of you. Come back to bed and make Teresa happy.
Too bad the girl you saw wasn't Teresa.
It is so gorgeous out there. I only wish Ethan and Teresa could share it with us.
Yeah, that would have been great. Can I help you?
Yes, I need to know if Mr. Crane is in the dining room.
I believe so. No, I saw him earlier.
Could you tell him that I wish to speak with him, please?
Of course.
Tabitha?
Yes, dear?
I was wondering if I could ask a favor.
There it comes, Tim Tim, the real reason why Kay offered to stay behind. Yes, dear, what is it?
Well, the thing is, I'm kind of a light sleeper, and I'm afraid if I share a tent with Charity, I'll only wake her, so...
Yes?
I was wondering if you could share a tent with her instead. I mean, I know it's kind of weird and...
No problem.
Really? Thank you. Thank you so much, Tabitha.
I have no intention whatsoever of sleeping anywhere on this bloody island. Norma doesn't get us, the Warlocks will.
So how are Timmy and Tabby going to get away from Norma?
I have a plan.
Excellent. What is it?
David? Please, just leave town. Forget about Grace. You say that you love her. She loves Sam. She has a family. She has a life with him. And she's happy.
I've been looking for 20 years for Grace. I will not lose her again.
Grace, what is it?
I have another husband. I'm not married to Sam.
I love you. I'll always love you, Ivy.
Warm.
It's unreal.
Thinking how much Ethan and Teresa would have loved this.
Yeah. I'm worried about Teresa. Girl can be her own worst enemy, you know. If only she'd told Ethan the truth about scanning that letter into her computer. Yeah. So she's learned her lesson.
Mr. Crane.
Yes.
There's a young woman waiting in the lobby, wishing to speak with you.
Really? Wonder who that could be.
Maybe it's the girl whose number I gave you.
Yeah, she heard your voice on her machine and she just tore right over here.
Yeah, well, we'll see who has the last laugh.
Very good.
You, wish to speak with me?
Yes, I do.
Oh, my.